Hey, this is Evelyn's Netcast, and today I want to talk about something I think a lot of people silently struggle with, which also was struggling with, by the way. Always feeling like you have to be the strong one. Yeah, I felt like that a lot constantly. And that's why I was always hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And I'm sorry, and I apologize to those that feels that way about me. I'm so sorry. Because after a while, constantly holding everything together starts to wear you down emotionally. This has nothing to do with anybody. This is my personal struggles, okay? What I'm going through. I want you guys to understand that. I'm sorry I am hiding cold, hiding cold. That's not my intentions. I'm so sorry. I got so used to being the person being depended on, the one who handled things, the one who stayed calm, the one who kept going even when things felt heavy. I feel and felt that I had a lot on my shoulders. That's why I was hot and cold, and I'm so sorry. I should have been more open about it. I'm so sorry. That eventually I stopped feeling safe enough to admit when I was struggling too. Being strong looked like smiling when I was emotionally drained. I was emotionally drained, and I am so sorry. Nobody deserved that part of me. I'm so sorry. Saying I'm okay when I wasn't. I should have always said I wasn't okay. But evidently, I didn't do that. I was struggling and I showed it in a different way that made people feel like I was hot and cold. And I'm so sorry the way I treated those people. Carrying stress silently and pushing through things I should have rested from emotionally. Then there's a should have, could have, would have, that. I became so good at surviving that people stopped realizing I needed support too. That's why I was hot and cold, hot and cold. I felt that people wasn't gonna accept me for who I am. So I was hot, cold, and this is why. This is why. This is the reason why I was hot, cold, and I was wrong and I apologize. And eventually I had to ask myself something. This is why I'm going live because MJ mentioned this in her life. So I have to explain myself. Why do I feel guilty for needing help? And honestly, I think somewhere along the way, I started believing my worth was connected to how much I could carry. If you feel like you always have to hold it together, if you feel uncomfortable being vulnerable, if asking for feels almost unnatural to you, which it was to me, by the way, I just wanted to let you know I was wrong the way I thought, and I'm so sorry. I need you to know you're allowed to need support too. Healing started looking like me admitting when I was tired, letting people help me sometimes, not pretending I had everything under control all the time. And that was my main problem. I allowed people to think I had everything under control and I couldn't handle everything because I was dealing with my stuff too. And I was hot, cold, and I should have had done it like that. That's my biggest regret because now those people think negative of me. And I also posted, I only allow people to see a certain version of me. Now I'm actually allowing people to see all of me now with these lives. So people can understand why I was hot, cold, and why I was doing certain things. And honestly, realizing strength is about never struggling. People who are always strong usually became that way because they felt like they had no other choice. That's what I felt. That's why I was that way. And I was wrong. But survival mode isn't supposed to be a permanent identity. And evidently, I became too comfortable with it. I admit it. I was wrong. I, I don't have any problem admitting I'm wrong when I am. I'm admitting it right here for everybody to see, all of you guys. What I'm learning now is that vulnerability doesn't make me weak. Pretending I don't need anyone was actually hurting me more. I spent so much time trying to be everything for everyone else. And I deserve support, not just responsibility. I hope you guys don't do the same mistakes I did. I love you guys. Till tomorrow. And I decided to talk about this because I just saw MJ's live. That's why I posted it. And I posted the post and I felt this needed to be said. Peace and love.